seen you, man. Did I just see you a little while ago?
I feel like it wasn't that long. CCMA's probably. Yeah.
Well, look, man, it's always great to talk to you. I gotta ask you, man, how were the holidays, leading up to 2024?
They were great. Everything was good. We went up to Alberta in BC, where I'm from and where my wife's from. And that was all good. Getting home was not good at all. We spent 30 hours in airports. Not, it kind of put a negative exclamation point on the whole thing. So we're just trying to erase that from our memory and remember all the good times.
Wow. You know what, man? I'm so fearful because of course, as we speak, the Juno Awards are going to be coming up. The nominations as we speak is next week, and then the Junos itself is in March. So I'm always afraid now flying, man, because I never know what the
Yeah.
heck's going to happen. I was the guy who was on the plane when they announced the pandemic and canceled the Junos when we landed in Saskatoon.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so ever since then, I'm
Well, I'll be
always.
I'll be flying today and tomorrow and on Saturday. So wish me luck.
Well, look, you're going to be doing a lot of flying because you guys got a tour happening.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I'm flying like 4 or 5 times, and after the fifth flight, once I get to Victoria, I'm just on that tour bus for the whole month. So
Oh, that's good.
I'll set my
Wh-
stuff up. I'll get my stuff set away in the closets and stuff, and I'll be living on that thing.
What's this tour going to be like?
Man, it's been, I was talking about how it's been a while since we've done a Canadian headline tour. Last time we did a headline tour, we only had one stop in Canada and the rest was in the US. So it's going to be really cool to come back. The hometown shows are kind of like Edmonton and Dawson Creek. Toronto, of course, is on Leap Day, which is, only happens once every 4 years. It's also my niece's birthday. She's going to be 24. It's her sixth birthday, so that'll be cool. Man, it's going to be so upbeat. Bring comfortable shoes. It's going to be. I think High Valley's like we're close to the highest beats per minute in country music history, right? It's pretty fast, so it should be fun.
Now, with a tour means there's new music to help promote. New EP, man. Let's make it official. What's the new EP called, and how's it
Yeah,
representing the
it's called
band?
small. It's called Small Town Something. February 2nd. That dropping this thing and same day as the tour starts. So the single "Small Town Something," the album "Small Town Something," the tour "Small Town Something," and we've been teasing little pieces of songs like "Solid Ground" and "Blood" and "Bye Boy Baseball," and the response has been amazing. So I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
How long did it take? Like, when were you guys recording this? Was this after the pandemic? Was it during the pandemic?
No, we just recorded this really recent.
Wow.
I mean, in like October or something. So it's fresh. It's fresh off the press.
Now that's cool. And the reason why I say this is because that's like old school.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the last 10 years, a lot of artists will, take a couple of years to record.
Yeah.
You guys did it old school where you just basically like boom, boom, let's get it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote these songs over years for sure. There's 3 songs on this album that I wrote a long time ago, and then there's 3 that are pretty new. So I don't really care if the song's new or old. I care if I think it's a hit at that moment. I care if it's something that I want to say. So, "Bye Boy Baseball" is something that I'm not running for prime minister, but if I was, my platform might be that song, like, hey, let's quit buying our kids iPads and iPhones and buy them a baseball or a pair of hockey skates or something to get them out of the house instead of just staring at a screen. So maybe that makes me an old delusional man, but I'm proud to stand behind that message.
Do you know how many times I have reposted on social media old school stuff? Like, what did I just, I did the old, and of course I'm older than you, but were you old enough to remember kids on bikes pretending they're evil Knievel and jumping over things, including
Yeah,
each
of
other?
course. Even Napoleon Dynamite did a great job of summarizing that.
And yeah, it's just like, man, we don't get out. And then this whole thing going on with Ontario and in Toronto about kids aren't allowed to toboggan on like 45 hills. And now there's a big debate going on. It's like, what's going on here? You guys trying
Oh
to,
wow.
not let your kids be kids?
I thought for us touring in February, tobogganing might be one of the main, modes of transportation for people getting to our shows, but not if it's illegal, I guess.
Oh, it's insane. Is that the single out right now?
Small Town Something is the single out right now. We just been dropping all these other songs, just to kind of see what people love. I never make a decision on a single until I get the fans' response, just because we learned that in a very good way back in the day with Make You Mine and with She's With Me. We sent out 50, I think, 50 demos to our fan club, and everybody picked their favorites, and unanimously Make You Mine and She's With Me were the two favorites, and we recorded those songs and put them out, and that was quite literally the life-changing flip the switch for our career.
Amazing. Before we wrap this up, what's going on with spring and summer? More touring, or are you guys gonna sit back and more recordings? What's happening?
The spring, I'm gonna save for my boys are doing travel basketball and travel baseball
Oh, cool.
and travel football. So, my wife and I, we've got all the schedules. We booked the hotels and the flights. We're like, I'm in Houston while she's in Birmingham, and she's in Myrtle Beach, and it's a lot of flying. So that's what we're going to do March and April and May, and then I'll be back out on the festival circuit in the summer.
Okay, last question. As we speak, Super Bowl. Who do you think's gonna take it?
I'm cheering for the 49ers just because of that football team my boys play for. Their coach used to play for the 49ers, and one of our buddies trains George Kittle. So 49ers. But Mahomes is probably still going to win. Taylor Swift will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta agree with you on all that. Look, man, let me let
Yeah.
you go. Look, have a safe tour. Have a great time. Looking forward to seeing you guys coming here in Toronto. I will be somewhere in the audience. And yeah, man, congratulations on the new EP.
Hey, thanks so much. Take care.